METS Ignited is the industry growth centre for mining equipment, technology and services. Australia's METS sector is a recognised world leader in innovation and technology, delivering the safety, environmental and productivity outcomes that sustain our global resources sector. The success of Australia's METS companies has created more highly skilled jobs and expanded the local economic contribution of Australia's leading technology sector.
Hello, I'm Mark Majzner. I'm General Manager of razorlabs in Australia. razorlabs is Israel's leading AI solutions company, working with top Tier 1 and Tier 2 companies globally in the area of deep learning neural network solutions. We're very proud this year to be selected by CB Insights out of New York as one of the top 100 most promising AI startups in the world, and the only one from the mining sector. Many of our companies in mining have for many years invested in IoT sensors and collecting and storing a large amount of data in their historians. They're at the point now where they're looking at how do you really create value from the data that's been collected. When you've collected a large amount of data, you really need to have solutions that can unlock the value. Many companies work with machine learning, which really doesn't provide the solutions required when you really need to have high levels of accuracy and high levels of performance. And that's where deep learning neural networks shine. What is a deep learning neural network? Well, it's kind of structured like our brains, lots of neurons firing back and forward, but developed into a computer system. But the real value of deep learning neural networks is that it can combine both structured data, such as Excel sheets and databases, with unstructured data, such as images and sound, video, text, scraping things from the internet, as well as time series data, which is vital given that most large pieces of equipment in mining, their sensors are time series based. And to be able to take that data and fuse it to be able to find meaning out of that data, be it patterns or optimal combination settings, and to be able to use that in a very fast and cost efficient way with multiple KPIs at the end. This is where deep learning neural networks come to the fore. razorlabs has been developing deep learning neural networks and its partners since 2012, which is when deep learning neural networks became commercialized and available more widely. Which brings us to DataMind Predict, which is our malfunction prediction software as a service. This service can be used on any type of fixed or mobile plant, be it a reclaimer or mills or a haul truck. What is required here is that the equipment being used for malfunction prediction has a sufficient amount of data, both sensor, both alarm, equipment state, as well as a delay accounting system information to be able to find, identify, and then find, using pattern recognition, the malfunctions that will occur up to 2 weeks in advance in the system. This is fully hosted on the cloud, and we're able to detect when a malfunction will happen, how long that malfunction will be, and the root cause of it, as I said, up to 2 weeks in advance. In this picture, you can see here that in the green area, there is normal operation, and then things start to change. Our eyes can't see in the pattern that there is a malfunction about to occur. And this could be days, or as I said, 1 or 2 weeks in advance, the malfunction actually happening. Most companies, when the sensors start to pick up a problem that can be heard or sensed in some way in the equipment, it's already too late. Through malfunction prediction systems using deep learning neural networks, the system can pick up when a combination of sensors is starting to show that a malfunction is about to happen. You can see here in the brown area, the malfunctions are about to occur. You can then see that's when we can pick it up. The red area is when the malfunction is apparent in the sensors. This is significant in that if you have 1 or 2 weeks notice of when a malfunction is going to occur, you can start to plan for that malfunction. But once you have developed the first model, you need to be able to scale that. razorlabs is well aware that any mining company, once they've developed a model for their first piece of equipment, needs to scale it very quickly. We work with a system we've developed called AutoML, where AI literally builds AI. And it works out the architecture to be used for the first second, and future pieces of equipment that will be connected to DataMind Predict. A key element of any AI these days is explainability. Smart people don't want to use a black box. So you don't just want to know when something will malfunction, you want to know why. And that's crucial. So we've developed our own explainability modules, which fit into the deep learning neural networks. They actually tell you why the malfunction will happen, exactly which sensors and which part of the equipment will malfunction. So you can very quickly go to the equipment and check for yourself if the malfunction is going to occur. And of course, equipment states change, operations change over time, and the models need to be retrained. And that's where continuous learning is really valuable, so that the models are continuously updated, so that the levels of accuracy required and the number of malfunction types will be able to be improved. Here's an example of a UI for DataMind Predict. And here you can see that it's divided into immediate, urgent, and planned malfunctions. And that's easily adjustable for each of our customers. Immediate is often within 24 hours, urgent up to 3 days, and planned up to 2 weeks. It shows here how long the duration would be, what the failure time is expected to be, where in the system it is, the component, and also it tells you where what the fault is likely to be. You can then create a ticket, which often refers back to the ERP, so the work order number can be put in there, so people coming up to the next shift can see what has already occurred. The business case for DataMind Predict is clear. Malfunction prediction with this level of accuracy and with this type of horizon to malfunction has been the holy grail of the mining industry for many, many years. Having now invested in the IoT sensors and the capture and storage of data, this now is the time when real value can be unlocked. We have seen with our customers in the manufacturing and mining industry that asset utilization can increase by at least 20%. By reducing unscheduled downtime, assets can now be used significantly more, which can put through greater throughput. We can connect most assets within 30 days, and we've seen that the return on investment within the first year is at least 10 times 10x. That does not include the benefits of having reduced spare parts inventory and not having to express courier parts, which is for many companies is a significant cost every year. We have base prediction models, which can be used for many pieces of equipment on greenfield sites while the data is being collected to be able to improve the predictability of malfunctions on new pieces of equipment. And over time, as malfunctions are predicted in one piece of equipment, they can be then predicted in other pieces of equipment. This is really valuable because DataMind Predict can only predict malfunctions that have previously happened. So when there is these very rare catastrophic faults, perhaps they haven't happened in sufficient number or haven't happened at all in certain pieces of equipment. So therefore, I'll be able to pick up a malfunction that's happened in one piece of equipment and transfer that pattern to be used in another piece of equipment, same piece of equipment, another site, is hugely valuable to work up to the point where all malfunctions, both normal, if you like, and catastrophic rare ones, can be predicted. And to finish up, here's a case study of the car dumper project that we've worked on. This used 2 years of data from 2,500 sensors, enormous amount of data. They were able to analyze with our neural networks and to be able to then start predicting downtime 10 days in advance. The return on investment for the customer was huge. It was over 500,000 extra tons in the first year, with a very high level of accuracy of 93%. Obviously, the further out the prediction, the lower the accuracy, and the closer, the higher the accuracy. But in general, we can guarantee very high levels of accuracy for the equipment that can be attached to DataMind Predict. So thank you for your time today. We hope that if you have any questions, you will want to contact us and keep looking at it in our virtual booth. And we're able to meet you in Perth or to contact you anywhere in the world or in Australia that you would like to be. Thank you for your time today.
METS Ignited is the industry growth centre for mining equipment, technology and services. Australia's METS sector is a recognised world leader in innovation and technology, delivering the safety, environmental and productivity outcomes that sustain our global resources sector. The success of Australia's METS companies has created more highly skilled jobs and expanded the local economic contribution of Australia's leading technology sector.